Hey there, it's Mitzi. Welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you about my book cart because I have rearranged it and I think I have another way of using it. But let me explain. So I have a book cart that I've had for quite some time, and I've used it in the past for what I intended to use it for. Let's just go with that. I intended to use my book cart for seasonal reading and like goals that I had. So at the beginning of the year, I would take everything off my cart, go back through it, and kind of do like, okay, January's at the top, February, like that. And I just ended up making the thing a catch-all. It just ended up being, I don't know, just a mishmash of all kinds of books, and I don't know. I just never was satisfied with the way I was using the book cart. So then I decided a couple of weeks ago, I've mentioned on my channel about how I'm trying to be more intentional with my library, and I do have a video I'm going to be doing about creating the perfect library for me. And I have talked about that a couple of times, but since I've been doing that and thinking about what I really want to keep on my shelf and those kind of things, I've decided to kind of redo how I use this book cart. So I thought I'd talk about that today. And I had the idea of using it like Janelle from Too Fond of Books. She was going through what she called a book vault, and what it was it was kind of like a tray of books under her bed. I think it was like casters, and you could pull it out from under her bed and then put it back, kind of thing. And she had it set up in rows, and then she would spin her spinner and choose a book from that row, kind of thing. She had a row, and then she, like if there were 12 books in that row 3, then she would spin again, and if it was 6, then it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that book. I hope I'm explaining that. Anyway, she used a spinner to choose a book. I think she chose 2 books a month. So I'm going to take that idea and use it for my book cart. And so today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go through my book cart. Now, what's on this book cart? These are books that you have recommended, that I've picked up randomly at, library sales and thrift stores and things as I've seen them and they've caught my eye. Maybe I've heard about it from another booktuber, and it's not anything that I have as a reading challenge or readathon or anything like that. And so it's pretty much become those books that I have picked up and really want to get read, but I just have not had time to squeeze those in. And the cart is full, I'll tell you. So the other books on my shelf are, books I've read, books that I am going through, maybe a series or classics, or, books for Victober or Jane Austen July, those kind of things. These books are just books that, well, I just didn't know where to put them. And because I don't have them in a category, they are falling by the wayside. So what I'm going to do is I am going to show you the books on my book cart, and then every month I'm going to do the same thing that Janelle was doing with her vault. I am going to spin a spinner. I have front and back of my cart, and there's 3 rows on the cart, 3 tiers. So I'll have 6 rows, and then on each row I have so many books, and so I'll count how many and spin and figure out which book I'll read. And I'm going to choose 2 from the book cart every month. Now, what I must do with those 2 books for that month is to at least try a little bit of it. So, try a chapter or 2, see if I'm feeling it. And if I'm not, I'm going to donate that book, or, send it to one of you or someone else that might be interested in that book. I hope I am making myself, hoping that you understand what I'm trying to say. So let me show you the book cart, and I'm just going to kind of go through, because it was hard for me to pull the book cart in because it's over here, but it's kind of short, and I was trying to get on the floor beside it and it was not working. So I'm going to just kind of talk through what's on my book cart right now. So this is shelf number 1. So this top tier, I'm going to call this side shelf number 1. And we have all kinds of random books Let me know if you've read any of these. I'm sorry if I'm shaking. I'm trying to do this with my phone, and I am not good at doing this. And then here's shelf 2, and I won't be able to pull all these off because of the way it's located. But that's a Henry James, Washington Square. Family Grandstand, I was supposed to read for Kate Howe's group. I don't know when, several months ago, maybe a year ago, and I didn't get to it. So I really want to get to that one. Monica Dickens, who is kin to Charles Dickens some kind of way. Yours Cheerfully, I really think I'll like that because I loved the first book in that series. Lynn Austin, I love her. This I just think was so, it had the pretty cover and it just looks cute. So I'd like to get to that one at some point. And then I have Across the Blue. Someone told me about that recently. What's this one? Beauty. Daddy Longlegs, Inkheart, a Corman book. This is some kind of mystery, a middle grade mystery. This one my son gave me a while back. It's a gothic, but I'm not sure if it might be too creepy for me. Fairest, What Makes Sammy Run, and then this is my son's, The 39 Steps. He told me I needed to read that because it is a classic. And then at the bottom, we have some more. This whole little set is Rosamund Pilcher's, and I'm just counting that, you know, as the next 4 on that row. And Clooney Brown, I've always wanted to read that, just haven't read it. Mandy, Siding with Rosie. You know, all these books, I think I'll love them. It's just getting to them. Okay, let me switch it over to the other side. Okay, so this is the top shelf. I'm not going to go through these too slow because it'll take too long. But that is the Wonder. I have had something like that. Francine Rivers. I think that's a short story collection I've had forever. The Moon Garden, that's new. I hadn't had that very long. The Edge of Belonging, I've heard great things about. Let me know if you've read any of these. And that's shelf 4. This is shelf 5. Another Lynn Austin. The Rose Code, I've heard great things about. The Bookwoman of Troublesome Creek, I should have already read that, I know. The Book of Lost Names, I should have already read that too. But you know, there's just so many great books and I just don't get to all of them. This is the bottom shelf, so this will be shelf 6. And again, I am interested in all of these. It's just finding time to try them. So again, let me know if you've read any of these. I hope you can see these titles because I'm not very good at this. So there you have it. Those are the books on my book cart right now. Again, I will start in August. You know, the last week, maybe in July, I will spin the spinner and decide on the 2 books I'm going to try for the month of August. I'm not going to do it for July because I already have my whole TBR set up for July and it's halfway through anyway. But for August, I will spin the spinner, choose 2 books from my book cart, and we'll see how it goes. Did you see anything on the book cart that is a favorite or you can't wait for me to read? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.